Imagine standing before a wall of fire so intense that it melts the very air around you. In the golden city of Babylon, three young men faced a choice that should have ended their lives in seconds. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were far from home, but they carried a faith that no king could conquer. King Nebuchadnezzar had built a massive statue of gold that towered 90 feet into the Babylonian sky. The law was simple. When the music played, everyone had to bow or face a terrifying death. Whoever refused to worship the image would be thrown immediately into a blazing fiery furnace. But as the royal trumpets sounded, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego remained standing like pillars of stone. They didn't bow because they served a king far greater than any earthly ruler in Babylon. Jealous officials quickly pointed them out, eager to see the three Hebrew men punished for their defiance. The king was so furious, he ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than ever before. He challenged the men, asking what god could possibly rescue them from the power of his flames. He gave them one last chance to bow, but the three friends stood their ground without fear. The three friends didn't even try to defend themselves because they knew their God was able to save. They declared that even if God chose not to rescue them, they would never worship a false idol. Their loyalty wasn't based on a guarantee of safety, but on the goodness of the one true God. The heat was so deadly that the strong soldiers who threw them in collapsed and died instantly. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fell into the heart of the roaring flames, bound by their ropes. The door was shut, and for a moment, it seemed like their story had reached a tragic end. Suddenly, the king jumped to his feet in total shock because he didn't see 3 men burning. He saw 4 men walking freely in the fire, and the 4th looked like a son of God. The fire had burned away their ropes, but it couldn't touch a single hair on their heads. The king called them out, and the entire crowd watched in silence as they stepped from the heat. Their hair wasn't singed, their clothes were perfect, and they didn't even smell like a campfire. God had sent his messenger to protect his servants because they trusted him more than their lives. Nebuchadnezzar realized that no other god could rescue people with such incredible and sovereign power. He made a new law that everyone must respect the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The very trial meant to destroy them became the platform for God's glory to shine across Babylon. Today, this story reminds us that we are never alone when we face the difficult fires of life. God doesn't always stop the fire from starting, but he always promises to walk through it with us. When we choose to trust him, his peace becomes a shield that the world cannot understand. Just like the 3 friends, we can be fearless because our God is always closer than the flame. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame kindle upon you.